Hello, welcome to another Precision Shot Do-It-Yourself video. As always, our goal at Precision Shot is to help you use our tools to make those easy, quick, clean repairs around the house without breaking out a bunch of big, heavy, gigantic tools. Today we're going to show you how to caulk around some chair rail. Well, as you can see, there's several ways you can do this. Since we're not using a lot of material, and we don't want to use a lot of material, we don't want a lot of waste, we're not going to use a caulking gun in this application. We're just going to use our little Precision Shot latex white caulking. Well, as you can see, we're wanting to put a little bit of caulking around this gap after we nailed the chair rail on here. We just want to fill that up. So we're going to use our white latex caulking. We're going to use our blue blunt tip, and it's coming out pretty small in it. So what we're going to do is we're going to just take a pair of nips and just nip it off and make the hole just a little bit bigger for this application. So after we took a little bit off that, we made the hole just a little bit bigger on our blue tip. We're just going to put it up against the little gap there. We're going to a very small bead of caulking in that gap, and make it nice and clean, and just come back and run our finger back through it and make it nice and smooth. And so we're just going to finish this one side off a little bit, run a very small bead of caulking down, and remember, we don't need a lot. If we need some more, we can just snip off the end of that again. And once you get it down there, just pull back on the plunger just a little bit to pull the material back in. Wipe it off with a rag, or if you got gloves on, you can just wipe it on your glove. And then just run your finger down and run a nice bead. And we'll just continue down and run a nice bead of caulking down the top of the chair rail. Remember, if you get too much, you just wipe it off. This latex caulking just cleans up with water, and when you're done, you can just pull back up on the plunger, wipe the tip off, and then simply lightly run your finger down the seam and smooth it off, and you're ready to go on to the next one. And after we've finished up with the top, we've got a couple ends that we need to clean up a little bit. So what we're going to do is just take our Precision Shot white latex caulking and just simply run a very small bead up and down the crack that you see there. And look how nice it fills it in. Just wipe the material off if you get a little bit of excess. If it continues to come out of the tip, just pull back on the plunger, clean the tip off, and then wipe it down. Remember, this cleans off with water and just a damp rag, so if you get it on anything, you can just clean it up very simply. And one of our favorite spots is in corners. As you can see here, we want to put a little bit of caulking back in this corner. And so we're just going to run a very small bead, just like we had before. Run it in there. Pull back on the plunger if you need to, and then run your finger over and smooth it off. And remember, I told you we were just going to use a little bit. Look, we used less than a third of a container for all those. Now, you have a choice. You can either use this big caulking gun, and it works great if you're using a lot of caulking and everything else, but for small everyday uses, Precision Shot is the best way to go. Thank you for watching.